I'm Cynthia Mulligan at Queen's Park. We're going to see something here on Friday that we have not seen in Ontario in more than 30 years. Now, Doug Ford and his PC party are going to be officially sworn in. That's not the new part. The new part is it's going to be very public. But first, Doug Ford at 11 o'clock on Friday will be sworn in just beyond those main doors inside the main foyer at Queen's Park, along with his 75 MPPs, and that's when we'll find out who his cabinet will be. Then he's going to come out here at noon, and this will all be public to anyone who wants to come down, as well as invited guests. There will be about 1,000 in all of family, friends, and political notables. We don't know who exactly they will be, but take a look at the Twitter invite that has been sent out to everyone to come on down to the South Lawn at Queen's Park. Water is going to be provided. Don't forget, it's going to be a very hot day. Those ceremonies will start here at noon, and City TV, we will be going live carrying all of the events, and Doug Ford will be coming out and addressing the public starting at noon. Now, don't forget, there are 76 members of the PC party who have been elected, and many of them, 48, have never been PC members or MPPs here at Queen's Park before. So we thought we would take some time to introduce you to some of these new faces. And we're starting with Stephen Lecce. He's 31 years old, and he's had political aspirations since he was 13. Why now? Why enter politics now? You're 29 years old. Why not 4 years from now? What was it that drew you into it now to abandon your law practice for now?
Well, there was, we were at a crossroads in this province. We saw 15 years of liberal waste, mismanagement, and spending, and so we had to really look at the future of this province and where we wanted to take it. And being involved in the community and listening to so many people, they really needed a voice at Brampton, and I thought I could be that voice.
So tell me more about you as a person. So it sounds like you're a humanitarian. You've been involved in a lot of charity work. You love sports. You practice law. What else should we know about you?
I'm just, I'm a normal Bramptonian. That's how I like to describe myself. I love watching sports. I love playing sports. I try to keep myself as accessible as possible, and I want to kind of change the way people do politics around here. I've tweeted out my personal cell number to all of my constituents, and I'll even tweet it out or say it right here, 416-558-0057.
Oh, you may regret that, you know that. Right?
Well, you know what? We've been elected to serve the people, and if I can't be accessible, I don't think I'm doing my job.
And you're 29. There are a lot of new MPPs who are millennials. Do you think that that's going to add to the government? Do you think that will change the way the government works at Queen's Park?
I completely do. It's a diverse group of candidates, young candidates, and sometimes the younger population, some of us younger, we get overlooked. And I think this is a great opportunity for, the younger generation to have a voice. And my apologies. That, of course, was Prabmeet Sarkaria. He's the MPP for Brampton South. We will have Stephen Lecce's interview coming up a little later on the show. And don't forget, there are also 40% of women who have been elected as PC MPPs, and we are hoping to highlight some of their successes soon as well. And I'm going to introduce you to one man now who is considered to be a rising star with a great political future ahead. His name is Stephen Lecce, and he has had political aspirations since he was 13 years old. Why did you get into politics, Stephen?
Well, I got involved at the tender age of 13, and I did that because, I really did believe that the next generation has to step forward in politics. And I'm a generational conservative. I ran in this election for the first time with a simple message. It's to make sure that the next gen is set up to succeed and that they can achieve their full potential. And it has just been an amazing and very humbling experience, as I'm sure you can appreciate. I had the benefit and privilege to serve the former Prime Minister Stephen Harper as his chief spokesperson and worked in Ottawa in the national government. And I think that serves me and my constituents very well, knowing how to navigate government and get things done.
So you know how to spin people like me?
No, Cynthia, you're much better at this than I am. I'm humbled, but look, I recognize that it's going to take a lot of work, and I'm going to fight very hard for my constituents. That is my job. I get that.
As Stephen Harper's spokesperson, what is the one lesson that you will never forget, good or bad?
I think the importance of just always having integrity in the role you have. I mean, I know that this is an honorable career. It can be. It ought to be. and it can be a force for good.
How do you see this government? What's your vision for this government?
Look, this is not your grandfather's Conservative Party. This is a party that has 13 millennials elected. We have 1 Gen X. 40% of our caucus is women, achieved fully on their merit. I mean, this is a diverse, energized, generational movement that is ready to fight for people across our province. And I'm honestly so privileged to stand with this team because we really do represent the next generation. We are a voice for young people and old, women and men, people of all experience, faith, orientation, heritage, for all of us, for all Canadians, for all Ontarians. There is a place in this party for you, and I'm just proud that we're going to represent every single one of them, and it starts on Friday.